Ben. Dover.
JD.
Michael Jordan.
Taylor. B. Alright, it's an informative speech on textile fibers. Entering the world of textiles and fibers calls for much attention and appreciation for the art, as it is not an easy one to become well acquainted to. Days could be spent on the different types of fabrics and variety of blends and dyeing processes. In researching this topic, it was as if a new language has to be learned. The endeavor into textiles is not one to be thought of as an easy task. It takes much knowledge and time to produce these works of art. Very important production materials are cotton and wool, those of which we'll be looking at along with a batik process. Textiles are vital to the human life, but are so often undermined and disregarded as notable productions. As the process of producing textiles begins, the artist should have an idea of the outcome and along with the design and some knowledge in this field. Textiles have been in use since the beginning of time. What has evolved is the means of production. Today, there are thousands of textiles being produced, along with many hundreds of ways of dyeing them. All begin, though, with the natural fibers such as wool, cotton, silk, and flax, thus working to more creations from there. With the means of producing textiles, a type of loom or textile machine is also required in order to weave the entire fabric together. Thousands of looms exist, from jacquard machines, an extremely versatile machine, able to create the lightest to heaviest fabrics in wool, cotton, and silk, to the plain being loom machine, strictly used for cotton production. When exploring the topic of textiles and fibers, it should be remembered that this is not a light subject. Cotton is the principal clothing fiber of the world, and for many, a factor in economic stability. Cotton is a natural fiber that under the plant textile since it comes from the cotton plant seed pod. This fabric was born by Egypt in the early BC, estimated to have been on the scene before that. This fiber really began its fame in 1793 with Eli Whitney's invention of the cotton gin, and in 1884 it changed the face of fabrics when the power loom gave endless variations to these cotton fabrics. The reason for the likability of cotton has much to do with its adaptable properties. For one, it breathes. It's comfortable, it can stand high temperatures, and most likable, it takes dyes extremely easily. Often, polyester is added to the cotton to give it a wash and wear ability because cotton tends to wrinkle. Today, endless blends of cotton and other fibers can be found from muslin to sheer to coarse, plain woven fabric to organdy, thin transparent cotton, and possess a crisp finish. When blending fibers, goal is to blend the best properties of each fiber in order to produce an amazing result. Unlike cotton, wool is an animal textile, meaning that it is made from animal fur, mainly sheep, goats, and llamas. It is said to have been used for people of the Stone Age. There are 40 different breeds of sheep that produce our 200 different types of wool that vary in grades. It also contains a likable felting property, along with an ability to easily be shaped and a superior elasticity due to its weight. Wool must be cleaned before it is ready due to be woven due to the natural dirtiness of sheep. Depending also on the fur of the animal will give the wool its certain properties of weight, softness, and color. For example, alpaca fur is rich and sulky with considerable luster, whereas camel fur is often used for sportswear. Like cotton, there are too many different types of wools, going from chinchilla cloth, a heavy fabric of jersey, a knit fabric that is lighter in weight. Although these fabrics aren't as breathable and wash and wear ready as cotton, it has a warm and usable property. I know, poor chinchilla. For the dyeing process of fabric, many approaches can be taken to achieve the end. Batiks are originally an Indonesian process of dyeing and my favorite dyeing process. The process is hand-done and takes many stages and strategic planning on the motive of your design. This hand-dyed process is done by waxing and designing on putting on the dye substance, then removing the wax and placing it in the next dye color. There can be advantages and disadvantages to this method of coloring. A downfall to the method is that it could be inconsistent. The patterns or designs that emerge may not be able to duplicate again. This could be seen as a plus, though when looking for a unique works of art. But if you're looking for a uniform work of art, it doesn't always work out that way. An unexpected aspect of textile design is the complexity of it and the multiple forms it can be accomplished in. The topics covered in this paper don't even begin to bring 1/64th of the information in this world of textile design. It is a subject you could spend years on and still not contain all of its information. process them, different ways of felting. It is undermined in the textile world, should be given more attention as it is an aspect of our everyday lives. All of us are wearing fabric right now.
I'm wearing cotton.
Trench was him.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Trench was, he has fabric on him.
I was gonna go shirtless this video.
No, stop. Thank you guys. You were listening to my speech.
Hello,
I
fellow
hope you are
YouTubers.
a lot more informed on textile and fibers.
I am.
Chinchilla fur,
Which is just
hot and heavy.
Click the subscribe button if you would like to watch again in the upper left corner. And remember to watch Ed Bass.